I'm standing under the viaduct here, the Beaver Street Viaduct in Jacksonville, which was built in the 1920s as a main entranceway into the city of Jacksonville. At that time, Beaver Street Fisheries, which is operating behind me here, was operating a cold storage facility and has for all the time since 1920. In the 1990s, the Department of Transportation decided to rebuild this viaduct. At that time, they took a piece of the property that was owned by Beaver Street Fisheries, but they also declared that the area underneath the viaduct was no longer to be used by Beaver Street Fisheries, that it was owned by the Department of Transportation and they could no longer use it. They put up fences along here to prohibit the company from utilizing this area underneath the viaduct for its business purposes. Our firm has a long history of dealing with the Department of Transportation, and as we got into this case, we did research to determine that they did in fact have the right to use this area for their business for now and perpetually for the future. Over the time of the case, we were able to convince the DOT that that was the case. They agreed to that in writing that gave the company the right to use this area for their business. Because of that, they've been able to continue their business at this site and expand their business to the south in a big new cold storage facility that's used in conjunction with their original building. We had a precedent for that in the fact of the bridge that they allowed to be built over by the Fuller Warren Bridge between Baptist Hospital and the Wilson's Children's Hospital, where they had allowed a private entity to have a bridge over the highway. So now we said that likewise we should be able to have the right to use the area under the bridge here. After checking that precedent, they agreed with us and were able to give this benefit to our client.